Yes, guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel, where it is time for match week number 10 of the 2020-21 Premier League season. Now, let's have a quick look at how I did last week. Well, I'm going to say this, it was a mix of two halves in this one. Basically, to begin with, I got one outcome on the Saturday, but I actually got a couple of perfect scores after that. I got two perfect scores, including Sheffield United 0, West Ham 1, and Wolves 1, Southampton 1, and a couple of other outcomes as well. So I got 9 points. Top scorers, there was a tie. There was an actual tie in this one. And it has to be said that scores were pretty high this week, I thought. But the winners of this game week are Cian Dolan with 10 points and Shane O'Donnell with 10 points. So Shane and Cian, very, very well done to both of you for that. So we go into match week number 10, and there's some very, very good games in this one. Obviously, one stands out is Chelsea against Tottenham. Lampard versus Mourinho. That's going to be a very, very good game. But before I start, please hit the like button, please hit the share button, please hit the subscribe button. We are very, very close now to 700 subscribers. If we can get there by the end of the week, that would be fantastic. So the first game to preview and predict is Crystal Palace against Newcastle United. And the last five between the sides have resulted in 2 wins to Palace, 2 draws and 1 win to Newcastle. And the last result was a 1-0 win to Crystal Palace. Well, Crystal Palace coming off the back of a 1-0 defeat to Burnley. Yeah, really, really hard to say how bad they were. They were really, really poor. I know they created a couple of chances, but Schwei was very, very close with a shot that hit the went wide. But apart from that, I can't really remember them, having a shot on goal, unfortunately. And credit to Burnley. They have won their first game of the season. Best wishes to Wilfred Zaha, who has the demonetised virus, so he will be missing this game for sure. Newcastle United coming off the back of a 2-0 defeat to Chelsea. They miss Callum Wilson. They badly, badly miss Callum Wilson. When you've got Joe Linton up front, I just think the goals run away from them, and I think it's a very, very hard one to call this one. This is on Friday night, of course. This is on Amazon Prime. So a really, really hard one to call, as I've said. So I'm going to go for a Palace win, but it won't be by much. I'm going for a 1-0 win to Crystal Palace in this game. So basically the same prediction as last season. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. Brighton and Hove Albion against Liverpool now. The last five between the sides have resulted in 5 wins to the Reds, and the last result was a 3-1 win to Liverpool. Brighton are coming off the back of a 2-1 win over Aston Villa. Very, very well done. Fantastic for Daddy Welbeck getting his first goal of the season. Solly March, fantastic goal into the top corner as well. Lamptey will be missing this game because he was sent off for 2 yellows. I mean, you have to say that the second yellow is really, really harsh, but letter of the law, it is a red card. They did get away with a penalty decision in the very last minute. Trezeguet did go down. He did go down like a sack of potatoes, to be fair. However, you have seen them given. So Brighton, very, very good win away at Aston Villa. Liverpool, I think, have surprised everyone this week. I don't think anyone expected them to win 3-0 against Leicester City. But, as I've said, I thought they were very, very good. And in particular, Curtis Jones, I thought was very, very good. James Milner, I mean, this guy is Mr. Reliable anyway, Mr. Consistency. Played right back and looked like he was very, very good. He looked like he strolled the place as well. Diogo Jota has now got 4. He's now scored in his first 4 home games as a Liverpool player. The first Liverpool player in history to do that. When you consider the Liverpool have had the likes of Ian Rush, Fernando Torres, John Aldridge, Luis Suarez, for him to get 4 goals in his first 4 home games is absolutely fantastic. So well done to Diogo Jota. And Bobby Firmino has finally scored again at Anfield. But yeah, 3-0 against Leicester. It didn't flatter Liverpool. It could have been 4, could have been 5. It was a very, very good performance from the Reds, I should say. So, looking at this game, I can really only see a Liverpool win. I think Brighton will make it tricky for Liverpool, but I just think Liverpool's attacking threat, attacking flair will have too much for Brighton in this game. Brighton and Hove Albion 0, Liverpool 3. I'm going to go for. So back-to-back 3-0 victories. That would be very, very good for the Reds. Manchester City against Burnley, and the last 5 between the sides have resulted in 4 wins to City and 1 draw. The last result was a 5-0 win to Manchester City. Wow, Manchester City created all those chances against Spurs. Didn't put one in the back of the net. Yes, you can say the Jesus handball. For me, it's not a handball. I think it comes off the... yes, it comes off that bit. But for me, that's not a handball. That is not a handball. And unfortunately, Mike Dean went over to the monitor, decided there wasn't a goal. So that wasn't very, very good. But to be fair, I thought Tottenham took their chances really, really well. I thought they were very, very good. But Man City, they are bringing back Aguero for this game, so, and they love playing Burnley. They do love playing Burnley. However, Burnley did win 1-0 against Crystal Palace. Chris Wood getting the goal from a QAT mistake, it was as well. Very well done to Burnley. Very, very well done to Burnley. So that's now Sheffield United and West Brom are the only 2 teams now who haven't won a game this season. So that is going to be a really interesting one. But Man City love playing Burnley, and especially at the Etihad. I'm actually going to go for City to win this one, and I'm actually going to go for them to hammer Burnley. I know Burnley have just beaten Crystal Palace, but playing Manchester City is a different matter. Yes, Man City are not the free scoring team that they are, but they love playing Burnley. They do love playing Burnley. So I'm going to go for Manchester City 5, Burnley 0. I think Burnley could be on the end of a hiding in this one. So I think the wrong team to play when Man City have been beaten is Man City, because I think this game will prove that they will be back to their very, very best. I'm going to go for 5-0 to Manchester City. A very good game at 5:30 on Saturday. We have Everton against Leeds United. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 3 wins to Everton and 2 draws. The last result was a 4-0 win to Everton. Everton, a very, very good win against Fulham. How good is it to see Richarlison back, though? How good is it to see him back? They do miss something when he's not in the team, and when it just epitomises that they did score after the first minute against Fulham. But to be fair, they were held by very poor Fulham defending. Dominic Calvert-Lewin getting a double as well, so very good for fantasy football as well. Yeah, I was really hoping he would score a hat trick for fantasy football, but that's just me. But no, Everton defensively again a little bit suspect, but a very good win in the end for Everton, and they were helped by Fulham not being able to take another penalty. We will get to that penalty very, very soon. Leeds United coming off the back of a 0-0 draw with Arsenal. How did Leeds not win that game? I know Arsenal went down to 10 men, and I know that Leeds. I think Leeds hit the post, hit the bar quite a couple of times, but they absolutely battered Arsenal from start to finish, especially in possession. That was for sure. So a really hard one to call this one, but at Leeds United, going back to Merseyside, we know what happened the last time they went down to Merseyside. They lost 4-3 to Liverpool. That's going to be a really interesting game, this one. But I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Everton in this game. I think Everton will win this game. And now we have West Brom against Sheffield United, the 2 teams who have not won a game yet, and they both meet at the Hawthorns. So something has to give in this one. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 2 wins to West Brom, 2 draws and 1 win to Sheffield United. The last result was a 1-0 win to Sheffield United. Well, West Brom are very, very unlucky that they are not going away with at least a point at Old Trafford. I thought they played really, really well. Turning point was the Conor Gallagher penalty that was overturned. For me, it's a penalty. It is a penalty. The shins do collide. Bruno Fernandes can can protest all he wants, but for me that was a penalty, and that was a big turning point because Man United went up the other end and they got a penalty as well. So, but to be fair, I thought West Brom played well in that game, and they were very unlucky. So they will look at this game thinking that they can get at least something out of the game. Sheffield United are coming off the back of a 1-0 defeat to West Ham. Really difficult game, that one, because they had so many chances, and I've said this in my previous videos. Ollie McBurney just doesn't cut out for me. I really don't see why they are playing him. Yes, he's a good target man. Yes, he's very good, but he's not clinical. He is not clinical. Play Ryan Brewster. Play Ollie Burke. Ollie Burke has got pace. I think Mousse was on the bench as well. Play him as well. So yeah, that's what I have to say about McBurney, because McBurney hit the bar. It's really difficult to say, but for me, I think Sheffield United will start winning games soon because they played really well against West Ham. Unlucky to lose that. So I'm actually going to go for a 1-0 victory in this game. And I'm going to go for Sheffield United to be on the right side of a 1-0 victory. West Brom 0, Sheffield United 1. I'm going to go for. I think it's going to be a very good game. I think Sheffield United will win this one. Southampton against Manchester United now kicks things off on Sunday. The last 5 between the sides of us all in. 4 draws and 1 win to Manchester United. And the last result was a 1-1 draw between Southampton and Manchester United. Well, Southampton are coming off the back of a 1-1 draw with Wolves. All you have to say, it was a very good game. Wolves played very well. Southampton played very well. But Walcott, very good for him to score his first Southampton goal in 15 years. But my goodness me, he has to put that away for the second one, because Wolves went up the other end and equalised. But to their credit, Southampton are doing well, especially missing Danny Ings, Che Adams, Walcott. That looks quite a good partnership right now, so that's something you can say. But Southampton coming back in front of St Mary's, I think they'll be pretty pleased about this. But they are coming up against Manchester United, who, what's the word? Laboured to a 1-0 victory over West Brom. They had to rely on Bruno Fernandes again from the penalty spot. It was retaken because Sam Johnston did make a very good save to begin with. But you know what? It is one of those things that that rule, the goalkeeper's foot has to stay on the line, but it wasn't. So, and then Bruno Fernandes retook the penalty, scored it. So, very lucky, very lucky. They are in action against Istanbul Başakşehir this evening, so looking forward to that game, and we'll see if they can win that one. That is for sure. But going to Southampton's a different prospect. I think the Southampton team have been very improved. Manchester United labouring to victories over West Brom. I'm actually going to say that this game will come too much for Manchester United. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Southampton. I'm going to go for a Southampton win. I think this might be a shock, but I'm going for a Southampton win, 2-1 against Manchester United. Chelsea against Tottenham, the game of the week for sure. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 3 wins to Chelsea and 2 wins to Tottenham. The last result was a 2-1 win to Chelsea. Chelsea coming off the back of a 2-0 win over Newcastle. Tammy Abraham, Timo Werner looking very impressive, weren't they? They were looking really impressive. Really good play from Chelsea. I mean, Chilwell would have got that goal anyway for the first one if Fernandes didn't. If Fernandes actually, worked out what foot he was on, then he might have cleared that. But yeah, it was going to Chilwell anyway. I think Chilwell would have probably scored that. But Chelsea have been very impressive under Frank Lampard, and especially this season so far. But this is a big test because Jose Mourinho takes his Tottenham side back to Stamford Bridge off the back of a 2-0 win over Manchester City, and it has to be said they took the chances. Son, again, really good. He loves a goal against Manchester City. He really does. Lo Celso getting his first Tottenham goal as well. Very good for them as well. This is a really hard one to call. So I haven't predicted the draw yet. This is going to be my first draw of the week. Chelsea 1, Tottenham 1. I'm going to go for a draw in this game. I can't really separate the two. I think both have been on very good form. And I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this one. Arsenal against Wolves now. The last 5 between the sides was all done. 2 wins to Arsenal, 2 draws, and 1 win to Wolves. The last result was a 1-1 draw with the sides. Arsenal... How they didn't lose against Leeds, I will never know. Nicola Pepe, you're a brainless idiot. You're an absolute idiot. You should know better. With cameras around you, with VAR around you, the one thing you do not do is headbutt Alioski. I mean, Alioski, to be fair, did go down like a sack of potatoes, but you cannot do that. You cannot do that. And I think Arsenal were very, very lucky. I'm sorry to say this, but they were very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. Wolves coming off the back of a 1-1 draw with Southampton. You can see the attacking threat there with, Neto, Jimenez, Traore started as well. You can actually see the attacking threat, but it's not going well for Wolves at the moment, and goals are a big, big problem for Wolves. But you have to say, this game is going to be a good game. Arsenal were very, very poor against Leeds. Wolves were good against Southampton. I'm actually going to go for a Wolves win. Might shock a few people, but I actually think Wolves can go to the Emirates and get the victory. Arsenal 0, Wolves 1. I'm going to go for. So yeah, quite a shock that one. Leicester City against Fulham now. The last 5 between the sides have all done. 1 win to Leicester, 2 draws and 2 wins to Fulham. The last result was a 3-1 win to Leicester. Leicester really poor at Anfield. I was really, really surprised at how poor they actually were. I mean, Liverpool managed to keep Jamie Vardy quiet. They managed to keep James Maddison quiet. Defensively they weren't great. Leicester, Johnny Evans, OG as well, not great at all. So, but Leicester City, at least they don't face Liverpool every week at all. But they are coming up against the Fulham side who lost 3-2 to Everton. But again, it's missed chances, and oh dear. If anyone saw the Ademola Lookman penalty the other week against West Ham, oh dear, the Cavaliero penalty. Honestly, it's a dreadful penalty. He literally goes to hit it with his right, hits it with his left, and it goes off his right. It was a poor penalty from Cavaliero, and. Yeah, Fulham will just hope that they don't take penalties, because that's 3 they've missed already. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I think Leicester City will bounce back in this game. I think them being back at the King Power will definitely help them. Leicester City 2, Fulham 0. I'm going to go for. And the final game to preview and predict of the week is West Ham against Aston Villa. The last 5 between the sides was resulted in 1 win to West Ham, 1 win to Aston Villa, and 3 draws. The last result was a 1-1 draw between the sides. West Ham coming off the back of a 1-0 win over Sheffield United. Very, very good victory. Very good victory. Haller getting the only goal of the game. Really, really good. Really good from West Ham. I thought they played very well, actually. Had a couple of more chances, to get a couple of more goals. But Declan Rice was the standout in that game. He's just getting better and better, isn't he? Really, really good. He hit the bar as well. So it's going to be a really interesting game, this one. Aston Villa coming off the back of a 2-1 surprise defeat to Brighton. I have to say that they were unlucky. Yes, the penalty decision that they didn't get, I think that is a penalty, because Solly March knows what he's doing. He does clip Trezeguet. Yes, Trezeguet goes down really, really too easily, but for me that's a penalty. And but yeah, the wonderful life of VAR is definitely really enjoying our football. No, it's not. Definitely not. So for this game, I'm going to go for a draw in this game. It was a draw last season. I think it'll be a draw this one. West Ham 1, Aston Villa 1. So that is it. That is Match Week 10 done and dusted. As always, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. And like Cian Dolan and Shane O'Donnell, you will get a shout out in the next video. So we'll go through my predictions very, very quickly. Crystal Palace 1, Newcastle 0. Brighton and Hove Albion 0, Liverpool 3, Manchester City 5, Burnley 0, Everton 2, Leeds United 1, West Brom 0, Sheffield United 1, Southampton 2, Manchester United 1, Chelsea 1, Tottenham 1, Arsenal 0, Wolves 1, Leicester City 2, Fulham 0, and West Ham 1, Aston Villa 1. So that is it. That is Match Week 10 done and dusted. As always, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. And yeah, a good week ahead. Chelsea Tottenham is the game to look forward to for sure. And I'm pretty sure there's some very good games in there. There's Arsenal Wolves, another one. Southampton Manchester United. Very, very good games to watch this weekend. But we'll see what happens. But if you are new around here, then please hit that subscribe button. Smash the like on this video as well. And yeah, we will shall see what happens after this week. And yeah, games coming thick and fast. We've got can't believe we're into December next week. Unbelievable that we are into December next week. And we all know about the Christmas fixtures as well. That'll be very, very congested, but looking forward to that as well. But yeah, enjoy your Premier League weekend, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now. Enjoy your Premier League weekend. I'll see you later. Bye bye.